Taking good notes is a critical skill for graduate students. They help you prepare for class discussions, write better papers, and avoid plagiarism. In this video, we'll review 5 note-taking strategies that will help you take meaningful notes. Tip 1. When you start reading a new source, start your note page off by creating a correctly formatted citation. You can do this right on your notes page, or if you're using an annotation software, just make sure your source is captured correctly in your preferred software. It's way easier to make sure your citations are perfectly formatted if you do them one at a time as you're researching, rather than all at once right before an assignment is due. Tip 2. Make sure you take your notes by page number, even if your citation style doesn't require page numbers for paraphrase citations. The reason I suggest this is that having the page numbers on your note page will help you quickly find any additional information you need in your source while you're writing, without needing to skim the whole thing to find the relevant section. This can really save you time when you're writing. Tip 3. Make sure the notes you're taking are paraphrased. If you take notes haphazardly, with some of the stuff you're writing in your own words and some copied and pasted or just borrowed heavily from your source, down the road when it's time to write, you're not going to know what's fair to use and what would be plagiarism. Also, being able to paraphrase effectively is critical for graduate level writing, but it takes practice. Rather than trying to develop that skill while you're working on a paper when the stakes are high, use your note-taking as practice. Tip 4. Keep an annotated bibliography for every source you consult. Annotated bibliographies are a great way to keep all of your research straight, especially with larger projects that you work on for months or even years. I recommend writing your annotation as soon as you finish taking notes on a source. It only takes a few minutes, and all you need to do is copy and paste your correctly formatted citation from your notes page into your annotated bibliography, and write a blurb that captures the main argument, methods, and findings of your source, plus how you think you'll use the source. Consider grouping related sources together rather than sorting alphabetically. For example, if you have a source that directly agrees or disagrees with another source you've read, put those annotations together on your page. Grouping your sources this way can help you develop themes for literature reviews and see which topics you have enough research on or might want to find more. Tip 5. Take intentional notes. Rather than just indiscriminately taking notes on your sources, which can result in you taking far more notes than you need, making them less useful and harder to manage, be intentional. Try to take your notes in a way that supports what you plan on doing with them. If you're getting ready to write a paper, write down the so what of the information you capture. As an example, let's assume you're taking notes on this video for a paper you're writing about avoiding plagiarism. Tip 3, paraphrase your notes, is going to have the most relevant content for you. So while you'd be well served to jot down a quick note or two summarizing each tip, just so you have a good overview of the video, you wouldn't need to take as detailed of notes as you would for tip 3. But we want our notes to help us when it comes time to write, so we don't want to just write down everything I say because then what's the point? At that rate, you could just come and watch the video again. To really make your notes useful, write down how you plan on using the information I'm sharing. So rather than just quoting me, think about why you would want to take notes on a particular idea or concept and make sure your notes reflect that. So not this video stresses paraphrasing notes as a way to avoid plagiarism, but more, other sources I've read stress poor scholarship is a leading cause of plagiarism. This video suggests making sure notes are paraphrased will help avoid that. You're connecting it to other research and capturing those kind of light bulb moments you're having while you're processing the information, all of which is the bread and butter of a good paper. A little bit of extra care when taking notes will make writing well-reasoned and meaningful papers much easier. Ultimately, your notes have to work for you. So try out the things I've suggested, see what works for you and what doesn't, and try to develop something consistent that you can do repeatedly.